Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Milwaukee Beer Review. My name's Josh. We also have a fantastic guest star here with us today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Frank. I also love beer.
What's your last name?
Irons. Frank Irons.
Good, Frank Irons.
I run another little website called MilwaukeeWings.com where I talk about wings in the city, so wings and beer go together well. So that's why I'm here. So
They do. Yes.
I'm Ross. So
Who are you?
don't worry about it. What do we got going on today?
So today we have our first tier of our Mike,
Not Mike.
our March Madness bracket challenge. So this is our stout portion of the bracket. So we've got 4 corners of this bracket going this year. We decided, hey, let's take this opportunity with March Madness and basketball returning and, post-COVID craziness. Well, kind of middle of COVID
Post-ish.
still.
Yeah.
But post-ish. And let's get some beers going in these different brackets in a bracket challenge. So that's what we're doing here today. So the first corner of the bracket is our stout challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So today we've got 4 different Wisconsin breweries and 4 different stouts kind of battling it out. So the first 2 in our bracket that we have going against each other are Cow Cult by Driftless Brewing Company, which is located in Soldiers Grove, Wisconsin. I'm trying to read Ross's chicken scratch down here. And then we also have George's Serious Breakfast, which is by Company Brewing Company here in Milwaukee. So these are a little bit different style stouts. So we've got a milk stout here in the Cow Cult, which comes in at an ABV of about 5.5%. And then we've got an Imperial Oatmeal Milk Stout with coffee added. It's pretty bad. With coffee added as an adjunct. This one comes in at 10%. So, slightly different ABVs on these, but we're going based on our gut feel here. So, let's give these a shot. So, we're going to start with the Cow Cult here, which is here on the right-hand side. So, if everybody wants to grab their sample size here.
Very fancy beer glasses.
Fancy beer. So. It's clear, so you can see. Let's get a little nose on this thing. Oh, yeah, that smells like a milk stout.
Yeah, roasty. But it's sweet. You definitely get that sweetness from the milk stout coming there.
Yeah, lactose. Yeah, a little bit of roastiness, but definitely that stout character on it. All right. Milk, lactose, stout. Let's give it a go.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, guys.
To basketball.
To basketball.
Not a lot there, if I'm being honest. It's just it kind of dies real quick. Not a lot of taste all the way through.
It definitely, doesn't have the sweetness of a milk stout. And to me, the stout part's there, but not the sweetness that that lactose sugar flavor that you get normally in a milk stout.
I definitely get sweetness up front. There's sweetness in this beer for sure. What I would say about this is I don't get anything that makes this stand out from any other milk stout that I've had. It's pretty traditional. Yeah. There's nothing crazier. It's not a bad beer.
It's in defense. It's not like it's saying it's a milk stout brewed with X, Y, or Z. It's a milk stout. It's just a classic milk stout, which this is a good beer. I could see myself just drinking, having a few of, and enjoying the night and everything. It's not something I would seek out, but it's very good. It's tasty.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing. If I was in the mood for a stout and it was available, I would definitely consider this, but this isn't a beer I'm going to chase down or anything like that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's put that one down for now. We'll make sure it's in order. COVID rules. So, the second one we've got here is George's Serious Breakfast. So this comes in at 10% again, like we stated earlier. So let's give this one a go. Let's get a little nose on this guy.
Expect a little more out of this. I just said it's an oatmeal stout with some coffee brewed into it, so we should get a little bit of a different taste.
I get some bitterness on the nose right away.
You spilled on yourself.
Did I? Oh, there's a little, just a little bit. I mean, that's fine. It belongs there eventually.
First of many.
This one I don't get a whole lot of nose on. It's
I get some bitterness on the nose, but I can't even discern it as being coffee.
I was expecting more coffee up front. I'm not getting a lot of that. I don't disagree. I don't think there's not a lot there. So
I would say I feel like I got more nose on the other one. This one's pretty neutral.
A little swirl. A little more sweetness, actually.
There's some sweetness there, but it's almost, I can't discern exactly what the scent is on the nose. All right.
All right.
Let's give it a go.
Cheers.
Cheers, gents.
Ooh. That's really tasty. That's...
Definitely got a lot more flavor than the last one. It's kind of a little bit of a sour taste on the end. But
It might be the bitterness of the coffee coming through there.
The coffee's there.
Honestly, it's almost like it's coffee with a good amount of cream in it, is what I'm getting.
The coffee's well baked into this beer. I get the sourness that you're talking about, Frank. I don't think the coffee flavor's good, quite frankly. I'm not a fan of it.
No, I'm not a big fan of... I don't drink coffee. Coffee flavor in beer can be very hit or miss for me. In this one, I don't taste a whole lot of coffee, which is why I think I'm liking it a little bit more. But it does have a kind of a weird sour taste to it. I can't quite put. Maybe that's the bitterness or...
So, an imperial milk stout with coffee, the coffee is just not quality to me. I do drink coffee, and I'm a coffee fan. This is not hitting the number for me, to be honest. I had higher expectations for, I think, what this is.
Yeah. So, we got to pick a winner here. All right? So, Josh, who are you picking?
Quite frankly, because of the off notes of the coffee on the breakfast stout, I'm going to go with Cow Cult. I think Cow Cult's got this for me.
All right. Frank?
That's going to be a tough one for me. I mean, I think Cow Cult is the safer beer here. It's just it's no frills, but it's a solid beer. Whereas the Georgia Serious Breakfast, I mean, you don't taste that 10%. That definitely sneaks in there. But to me, it's kind of got that weird soury taste. I just don't think I'd want to drink a whole lot of it. So I'm going to go Cow Cult.
All right. Well, we have a winner. However, if I had to pick, I would still take Georgia Serious Breakfast. Okay. I think Cow Cult is a very good beer. Like it's closer than I thought it would be. I really thought that Georgia Serious Breakfast, given the milk stout with the coffee, I thought it would be a runaway victory here. It was a lot closer than I thought, and the Cow Cult is made very, very good. It's a very solid stout. But I just think there's some of the flavoring I'm getting with the Georgia Serious Breakfast I like a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
it's fair.
Cow Cult moves on.
All right. Cow Cult's moving on to the next round. So congratulations.
So now we got
Driftless Brewing Company.
Yeah. So we got the sorry. My bad. We got the second half of the stout bracket here. So we got two different beers here. We got Don't Sweat It out of Hillsboro Beer, which was just established back in 2020. So it's a very new brewery. This comes in about 6%. It's out of Potosi, Wisconsin, and it's a vanilla bean milk stout, which sounds fantastic.
On paper, this is the one I'm most excited for.
And it's up against Nevermore out of Rush River Brewing, which is out of River Falls, Wisconsin. This comes in about 8% and is a chocolate oatmeal stout. So we got kind of a classic battle of chocolate and vanilla here. So it should be pretty good to get this one going. So,
all right,
let's go.
Let's give this thing a go.
I'm also quite impressed that Potosi, Wisconsin, and has two breweries because it's not a big place.
It's not a big place. So this is the Don't Sweat It.
Yep.
This is from Hillsboro Beer, and this is the Vanilla Bean Milk Stout. So another milk stout on tap here. Let's get a little nose on this.
I get the vanilla-y sweetness, but it's not overpowering by any means.
It's smelling something. I just can't put my...
The vanilla is not strong. I do get sweetness. I get the sweetness that you're talking about. I don't get vanilla though, really. Maybe like
very faintly. It's not prominent.
There's this vanilla. I'm almost getting like a fruit smell. I just can't put grapes.
I know what you're talking about. Like almost like grapes. Yeah. It's like a dark fruit, almost like grape smell to it. Interesting.
All right.
All right. Let's give it a go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa.
Oh, there it is. It's not a lot up front. You get a lot of that vanilla at the back end of it, which is, it's tasty. It just takes kind of a little bit to hit and everything.
A lot of vanilla smoothness, I would say, but not a lot of vanilla flavor. It also feels a little undercarb.
I was going to say the same thing.
Fair.
The carbonation is super light on this. I get like dark fruit at the beginning, and then I get vanilla notes out of the back end of the beer. Like it sits on the tongue, like you get a little bit of vanilla on the back end, but it's almost like it's almost like vague syrupy, but like light syrup. Because I think it's the lack of carbonation on this that actually makes it feel that way.
I think that's what's probably hurting this beer for me the most is it comes across flat, and whether that's the beer in general or just this, and this was out of a can, if the can somehow lost a little bit of its carbonation or seal, but
Interesting. All right.
Well, don't sweat it, guys.
Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it.
I see what you did there.
Well played.
It's Ronnie Nevermore from Rush River Brewing. So let's get this. This, again, is a chocolate oatmeal stout.
Nope. That one.
This one.
Yep.
I'll take that one.
This is a chocolate oatmeal stout at, what, 8%?
8%.
All right, so this is from Rush River Brewing Company here in Wisconsin.
Sweetness is what I'm getting.
On the nose, yeah, I agree with you.
I'm never too much one for sniffing beers. I don't get a whole lot of this. I feel my sniffer is not as refined as some others.
Too clogged up with buffalo. And
Buffalo sauce.
Too many wings of just hot foods have destroyed my sense of
There's
smell.
not a lot on the nose.
No, there really isn't.
Okay,
it's
so I'm
a
not
little,
far
no,
off.
it's a little sweetness.
Yeah,
We should start making stuff up and see if he picks up on it.
Dude, you smell the tangerine in here? No, I don't. What's wrong with me?
I'm really smelling fart on this.
Well, that's
No,
different
not really.
direction.
That's not true. That's not true. All right, let's give this one a shot.
All right, cheers, guys.
Very oatmeal stouty. I don't taste too much
I don't
chocolate.
taste any chocolate.
I can tell it's an oatmeal stout.
Yeah.
Like, it's got kind of that, like, you can tell just from the grain bill of an oatmeal stout that there's just, like, a little bit of rusticness to it, like, a little bit of graininess to it.
Yeah, I would. The chocolate doesn't come through, but it's a tasty oatmeal stout.
Yeah, I'm not getting chocolate. Definitely oatmeal.
I'll be honest, I'm not getting a lot.
It's not
It's not.
profound. I mean, if you told me this was a standard oatmeal stout, I would believe you. I wouldn't even question it. Like, so the chocolate notes on this,
Yeah.
not really happening.
I kind of feel
Interesting.
compared to the other one, it's kind of the same thing where one of the marquee flavors, whether it be the chocolate or the vanilla, really isn't shining through the base beer.
So
I agree.
given our reaction so far to these two beers, I think I'm curious. I'm very curious. So what do you have coming out on this one?
If I had to choose between these two, so in this specific beer battle, I'm taking the Nevermore by Rush River, mostly because it feels like a full-flavored beer to me.
Okay.
I think the carbonation combination with the oatmeal stout notes that I'm getting from this beer is solid. I think the lack of carbonation and the syrupy nature to what I got from the Don't Sweat It was a little bit of a turnoff. So I'm going to go with Nevermore from Rush River here in the second battle.
All right.
I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing for the same reasons, which makes for a very boring debate.
Yeah,
We're
that's-
going to just basically shut Ross out of the discussion. But
Ross doesn't even have a choice here.
you've been replaced.
Hey, who would you like to win? Too bad.
But to me, and whether it's the beer itself or we just got a bad can of it, but that Don't Sweat It, that flatness just really kind of killed me and just kind of left it to be kind of a watery,
Sure.
just slightly sweet. I don't go quite as far to say syrupy, but I say both of the marquee flavors being a little off the mark. I would just drink the Nevermore more than the other one. So I'm gonna go with that.
I'm really not trying to be difficult, but I would pick the Don't Sweat It.
Really?
I think the thing is, between the two beers, in the end, there was two distinct flavors between both. You had the vanilla and you had the chocolate. And if of those that came out, I tasted a lot more vanilla and I tasted chocolate. And I just like I think it was a better made beer. Now the carbonation was disappointing. However, I just thought it was a smoother, more tasteful beer. It wasn't a full body, which I agree with. That is definitely a more full body. That was a more tasty beer.
Okay.
Well, that'll be
That's
interesting
fair.
if your opinion mattered, but we already made the
Yeah.
It
decision.
really
so.
doesn't. So, unfortunately for you,
All right, so
Rush River is going to make it to the next round.
we're removing Hillsboro
and
and Company.
George's. Yep.
So, all right, so we can get rid of those. One
Really,
more round.
It's
so,
the end.
So we'll
The end
try.
counts.
Yeah, it is the end.
So we've got Cow Cult. Yeah,
I like cold cow.
Cold cow. We've got that is way harder to say than I
It
thought
really
was
is.
gonna be.
It's cow cult for
Alliteration and beer is bad.
It's really bad. So we've got Cow Cult coming in at 5.5%, which is a milk stout here on the right hand side, versus
your left.
Your left as you're viewing. Versus Nevermore by Rush River Brewing Company coming in at 8% ABV. So that's the chocolate oatmeal. So let's
we've
give
had
these
them
another
all.
go.
We'll give them a shot and we'll vote.
Yeah, we'll vote.
Yeah, you've heard our tasting notes. Let's see another.
Give it another
We need
go.
a reminder now that we've gone through them.
Honestly,
It's very good.
Cow Cult is good.
It's very good.
It's good. Like, after having all three of these...
I know, I'm actually thinking the same thing. I was like, wow, actually circling back, I'm like, this may have been my favorite of the bunch.
May have.
May have.
Go back to
We
that.
haven't, I am not
All right.
predetermining
All
here.
I got my
beer.
The only one who finished.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the Nevermore. Yeah. All right. Well, final voting time to make it to the final four. Between the Nevermore and the Cow Cult, I'm going with the Cow Cult, folks. I didn't think so after the first taste, being the first beer in this foursome, but I gotta be honest, that is the best made beer, the most well-made beer. Full flavored, everything I expected a milk stout is there. They didn't try to do anything crazy. I'm going with Cow Cult.
I'm drinking those back to back. I also going to say Cow Cult after being that the first beer, and that was the first thing. I didn't think that would be our eventual winner, but having drank through the whole thing and circling back to it, I realized that was the one I enjoyed the most. So I'm going to say the same thing.
I'm gonna be difficult. No, it's joking. Cow Cult wins. Yeah, Cow Cult again. Like I was very surprised when we first had that one. It was very good. I know I didn't pick in the first round, but it's a very good beer. It's a very flavorful beer. Definitely deserves to advance at this point. So very well done from honestly a brewery I've never heard of. So that's awesome to see. It's a new brewery. I don't even know where Soldiers Grove, Wisconsin is. That's awesome. They were able to produce something like that. So.
Yeah, fantastic. Really good stuff. We'll see a little bit more of Cow Cult when we get to the final four video here very, very soon. So stick around for that. Check us out on all the rest of our social media. We've got Instagram going, Untappd, Facebook, Twitter. Check us out on all of those. Link to that in here in the description.
Is MySpace still a thing?
MySpace is not still a thing.
Man.
Real quick, Frank, where can we find Milwaukee Wings?
At MilwaukeeWings.com. I've also got a Instagram and a Facebook page too. So
Yes, check
And
out
Twitter account.
I do have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Check out MilwaukeeWings.com. We'll be doing some videos here in the future, I think, with some beer and wings pairings along
absolutely.
with Frank, because there's some great opportunities for really, really good beer here, along with wings in the Milwaukee area. Some fantastic spots that we've checked out for many years now.
Oh yeah,
in the wing market.
we've been doing Milwaukee Wings as a group for
A long time.
10 years now.
Yes,
So
absolutely. So really, really good stuff. Check us out on our social media. If you haven't found us, if you've had any of these beers, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. As always, check us out on all of our social media accounts, and we'll see you in the next video here for our next round here in the Wisco Madness Tournament.
There we are. There it is.
So we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day.